Hello, hello. Koanon Papa back again, playing more Fallout. So, today, we head into Rivet City. We're going to try to accomplish as much as we can in this place. Hello, you.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member. I carry discriminating attire for discriminating customers. Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business. Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes. A threat? No, of course not. Well, maybe. He wants to replace me on the council. He's a shady character. I just can't prove it. Now, if someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would be very appreciative. Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave? Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
Alright.
He's
an asshole. There we go.
Poor dear. I know what it's like to be alone. I'd love to take him in. Don't worry. I have the means to keep him fed and healthy, but most importantly, safe.
Alright.
Oh, that's wonderful. If you ever wander back into Rivet City, why don't you check up on us? You're always welcome.
Good shit.
Welcome back, sir.
Okay.
Well, I could tell you all about my hotel, but I'm sure I don't know anything about how Rivet City itself got started. I mean, you hear rumors and you make guesses, but I really couldn't say I know for sure. And I'd hate to lead you down the wrong path.
Alright.
Actually, now that you mention it, Seagrave may know more about it. He's been here since he was just a boy, and I can't imagine anyone knows this ship better than he does.
Bridge tower. Let's see if Mr. Lopez is up at the top. I mean, this quest actually has some funny-ass resolutions. Dark and morbid, but funny. Let's see. Keep going up.
Evening.
There's Commander Danvers. We'll need to talk to her later. Hello, Private Jones. There you are. Why are you fleeing? Mr. Lopez, stop! Fucking NPCs, man. Well, I think we found out where Mr. Lopez hangs out, though.
I'm on duty. Make it quick.
Alright.
Chief Harkness meets with Dr. Lee and Bannon to discuss security matters. It's a waste of a good Monday morning, if you ask me. They should just let Chief Harkness call the shots.
Alright.
Evening.
Basically, we need to wait out here until, what's it called? Mr. Lopez just comes out. See if we can find his ass.
I am Father Clifford of St. Monica's Church. She is the patron saint of lost children, very popular among the faithful of Rivet City. I'm surprised you've never heard of her. If you want to hear her story, it will be the topic of my sermon on Sunday. Services begin at 8 a.m. You should come. Yes, my flock is all of Rivet City. You should come to services this Sunday. I'll be telling the tale of Saint Monica. Oh, it's not the past of the city that I dwell upon, but the future of its inhabitants. But if you're interested, I believe Miss Weatherly or Mr. Bannon would be glad to speak with you on the subject.
Alright.
Saint Monica bless you.
You were worthless. Already checked the upper deck.
Don't
Oh,
mind. Haven't run into you before. You probably wouldn't remember me anyway. I'm Mr. Lopez. Nobody does. I'm not very memorable. Don't worry, it won't be a problem for much longer.
okay. I found Mr. Lopez. I think we're gonna follow him up to the roof. Alright, you join me back trying to talk to Mr. Lopez. We're going to try to talk him out of his suicide
Hey
attempt.
there!
Let's go.
Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Weird, I thought you could talk to him. And try to talk him out. Oh hey, a security terminal. Let's break this. Nailed it. Alright, that's amusing.
Sir, yes, sir. Private Jones reporting. Sir, this slag heap is guarding the armory, sir.
Huh. Oh, so this is the armory. So if I wanted to get a ton of loot, this is where I would go.
Hello.
Well, Danvers, we'll deal with you in a little while. Okay, we found Seagrave Holmes' door. Basically, the reason why we want to do this is once we find this letter, which there it is, we get, we're gonna get, what's it called? A discount from Seagrave, and, useful shit. Let's read this letter, shall we? You've turned us down twice now, Holmes. This is the last appeal. We used to be friends. We used to do business together. All I want is to sell our product in Rivet City. I'm sure the city could use slaves to help with the rebuilding. Paradise Falls has slaves to sell at a good price. You used to sell me wastelanders you captured before you got all full of yourself. You aren't as pure as you pretend. Help me and we can both make a nice profit. Eulogy Jones. What a dick. Hello.
I'll be right with you. Welcome to Gary's Galley. Can I take your order? You mean like hitting? No. Most of them are polite. Even the ones like Diego that I'd want to flirt with seem to ignore me. Well, one of us is. Sometimes it seems like he doesn't even know I'm there. Especially if he is a priest with a thick skull. Well, I'm not giving up. I just know we're made for each other.
Alright. Like, seriously, where the fuck is Seagrave? Like, this is strange as shit. You know, he should be
Yes.
around here.
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's. Saint Monica saved her own son's soul from eternal damnation. She is now the patron saint of lost children for the faithful everywhere. You really should come to church on Sunday mornings. The sermon will be all about Saint Monica. Oh yes, Father Clifford conducts services every Sunday morning. You should come. Father Clifford. The sanctuary is in the ship's fore on the upper deck. The good father holds services every Sunday morning. What are you talking about? I'm a man of the cloth. Well, I will be as soon as Father Clifford. Never mind. It doesn't matter what Angela thinks. Soon I will take vows of chastity. Father Clifford says she is my trial, my temptation. I must choose between her and the church. I have chosen the church. I forgive you. More importantly, God forgives you.
Alright.
I heard tell the place used to be run by raiders until someone cleared the whole place out. But I don't really know for sure.
Yes?
No, I'm not looking for any of you fucks.
You know
There
me
you
some
are.
stuff. Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here.
God damn, he took me fucking forever to find. I've been wandering this entire ship for like 15 minutes. He's not in the shop, he just keeps going around.
If you had read that letter, you'd know I'm no slaver. And you know I'm not dealing with them. But if that letter gets out, they won't trust me. I'll never get a seat on the council, and Bannon will make me pay for trying to replace him. If you care about Rivet City half as much as I do, tell Danvers that Bannon is blackmailing me. But don't show her the letter. Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb. But I never really cared about the politics. Last feller I remember from back then was Mr. Pinkerton. And he must have left about a decade ago, after that spat with the science team. He used to have a storage shed in the broken-off bow of the ship. We always thought he was crazy for keeping stuff there. Might have kept a couple records down there, I guess. Careful, though. Ship's a bit treacherous down there in her belly. She did? Well, I suppose I've picked up a lot over the years. I mean, no one's spent more time tinkering on this old girl than I have. Oh, Rivet City, I mean. Not Vera. I mean, Vera's not old. And I haven't tinkered on her, obviously. Not that I wouldn't. I mean, no. Anyway, you might find some clues in Pinkerton's place, in the broken-off bow. He was around before me and used to store stuff there before he left.
Alright.
Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know? Anyway, we're here in Rivet City, and she's in good hands now.
Thank you.
Oh, right. I sort of lose track of time talking about the old girl.
Advanced scientific
Don't
center in the
forget,
capital
there's an
place.
intelligence bobblehead
I
in
find
here.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
Depends. What we talking about, asshole?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property. How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Alright.
You're helping me retrieve this android, aren't you? I've tracked him this far. He's out there somewhere, in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
Alright.
Of course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Sure.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that. Of course you do.
Alright. The reason why I grabbed that is because that's another one we can do in Rivet City. So let's head up to the tower. Again.
No problems to report, I assume?
I'm looking
That's-
for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
I don't think I've ever met you before. Small little children. Maybe I should just go push Mr. Lopez off the edge. No, not looking for that. There's what we're looking for. Okay, so Commander Danvers will be around here somewhere. Sleeping asshole. Sleeping asshole. Wake up.
If you see anything suspicious, maybe you don't know who you're talking to. I'm Commander Danvers, Assistant Chief of Security.
Alright.
Yeah, well, I don't have time for newbies like you. You got something on your mind? Spill it.
Okay, I got you. Bannon's trying to blackmail Seagrave Holmes.
That's pretty underhanded, even for Bannon. Once word gets out, I bet the market vendors won't want him to represent them anymore. Thank you for your help, citizen.
Alright.
Duty call.
Alright, finally, we can talk to this guy.
You may be right, but I have nothing to live for. Ted Strayer. I suppose I could talk to him. He is kind of a lost boy. Thank you, stranger.
Alright, so basically what we want to do is, down there in that walkway's a plank to the broken off bow. Now, you could get in that way, but it requires 100 lockpick, so we're going to have to go through the ship. Alright, you join me back in the broken off bow. Managed to make my way in. We just gotta be careful, because you might have heard, there's Mirelurks in here. Oh, you ambushing cunt! Fucking whores. Oh, that's a hunter. Okay. Ow. You know what? It worked in the sewer, worked in the subway, and it'll fucking work here. Watch out, this place is booby-trapped. The hell. Oh. Wibbly gas. No, that's not the right idea. Alright, so that... There we go. There's a good solution to that trick. Ooh, Magnum. And a first aid box with plenty of good loot. See, if you want, you could skip that lower section with the Mirelurks by using that door. That's why they were doing so much fucking damage to me. Pressure plate, watch out. Frag mine on the desk. Mine box. And a delicious stim pack. Yeah, when I say this place is rigged, it is rigged. I don't remember what that oh, probably activates these two shotguns. No, we just got the combat shotguns. Okay, that's how you want to open the door. If you try to actually open it with this terminal, there's this explosives rigged to the back of it. Let's see, do I have any apparel that boost explosives? Don't think so. Mentats will do. And grenade is ours. Okay, so on this desk is a big book of science. Just take it. And that's another 2 free skill points.
Yes?
Hello,
How the
you.
hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already. What? I have better things to do than yak about those backstabbers up topside. Now get going. Ha. Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight. For that, you have to go all the way back to when remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck, about 40 years ago. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened to have a well-preserved science bay on it. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was led by one H. Pinkerton. That lasted until about 18 years ago, when those ambitious backbiters like Lee and her little team showed up. She came in with her big Purity Project pipe dream, and my whole staff started working with her, those traitors. She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great. Of course I do. A good scientist always keeps track of their data. Here, they probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place. I live here. It's where I do my work. And it's far away from Dr. Lee and all those other monkeys dressed up like scientists. You made it past my defenses, which proves you aren't a dummy. And you haven't killed me. So I suppose you aren't here to do that. I suppose you can hang around if you want. Just don't touch anything.
All right.
The secret kind. Well, if you must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert. And I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. What a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water.
All right. Keep in mind that surgeon thing is important.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer.
Alright, let's go back to Grey Ditch, take care of Brian Wilkes. Then we'll go to Megaton, deal with Moira. Wake up, asshole.
Holy moly! I hope you found me a place to live.
Damn
You
straight I
really
did.
found her? Oh, thank you so much. I can't believe everything you've done for me. Most people would have kept on walking when I ran up to them screaming like I did. I'll get my stuff together and move on out there right away. Come visit me sometime.
Alright, that's done. Another XP dump is mine. Let's head back to Megaton. Alright,
I'm
come
not
here,
supposed to
Moira.
talk to strangers.
Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started?
Yep, there we go.
Not just as easy as asking around, was it? Good information takes real work to uncover after all. So, tell me all about it. With the protected location and resources that came from those scientific advances, I can definitely see how it grew so quickly. A bit of smarts leads to a big reward, huh? Speaking of which, in thanks, have a few of these for the next time you've got to be quick on your wits. Oh, and I'll let the Rivet City traders know they'll be favorably mentioned in the book. You'll get a discount buying gear from them in the future. Yes, that concludes our exceptional expert endeavor. I have to admit, I was worried it would go over some people's heads, but it should be fine. For all your hard work, I want you to have this mini nuke. I kept meaning to use it to dig a well, but honestly, it just makes me nervous. Now, I just need to do a few last tweaks, and it'll be ready to print and distribute. Thanks for all the help.
Let me guess, Moira. You want me to go print and distribute it too, right? I'll get to work.
So cynical. No. I can take care of all that with the few traders I know. What makes you think I'd force you to handle something so dangerous? Now you should just lie back and bask in the praise for helping with the book. Oh my, it's brilliant. Even I'm astounded by my genius. Oh, no, it's more than that. By our genius. I'll share these with the traders, and soon everyone will know about the Wasteland Survival Guide. But now, the very first copy of our book goes to you. It wouldn't nearly be as good without your input. You're the real Wasteland Survival Guru.
Kick ass.
Have you heard the so-called android recording? It sounds like an ordinary man. Here's a spare copy of that old holotape. It's a hoax for sure.
Alright.
I guess they sent those tapes to lots of people, especially people like me who are interested in technology. Boy, I wish androids were real, though.
Thank you. So now, we have the Survival Expert perk. Let's see what it gets, because there's a bunch of different versions of these. You wrote the book on how to survive in the wasteland and have shared your secrets with humanity. You gain a 6% bonus to poison resistance and rad resistance. And 6 points to both the medicine and science skills. So we basically just got 12 free skill points. That is good. See, medicine just got pushed up. And science, well, not nothing. That book took goddamn forever. But yeah.
Are you okay?
So, I think that'll about wrap it up. This has been Core955 playing Fallout 3. Think we'll try to finish up the Replicated Man next time. And we'll see where we go from there. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.